there, folks. This is Richard of DoomedMovieThon.com, back with another episode of My Horror Shelfie. Big breath. My Horror Shelfie is a series where I talk about every single horror movie on my horror movie shelves from A to Z, because that is what I want to do, and you are locked in now that we're on episode like 30-something. We are going to finish the letter L today because the number of L's in my collection is limited by what the government has issued me. But before we get started, let's go pick some movies right here in the L section. Spoiler alert, that's where the L's are. Okay, so let's start with the next letter available, which is T for The Living Dead Girl from Jean Rollin, or Rollin' with the Homies. This is not a good starting point for Jean Rollin if you've never seen one of his films. It's a good one. I really enjoy it. It's one of my favorites. But it's not your Shiver of the Vampires or Lips of Blood. It's one of his gorier efforts, and it's very silly at times, but it is really beautiful, and just... I love it. I really love it. Pair this up with Grapes of Death, and you've got a pretty nasty double feature. I like to point out how I used to mix up Jess Franco and Jean Rollin because I'd only seen like one movie of theirs a piece. I don't really mix them up anymore, and I find it funny that I used to, but I keep bringing it up because... what else would I talk about in a video? Now we've got Antonio Margheriti here with Long Hair of Death. I love Barbara Steele. I love Italian Gothic movies. And this is one of my favorites. Absolute stone cold classic right here. But I haven't watched this in a really long time. I believe the Raro video is quite good. As some film collectors will tell you, Raro videos, Blu-rays can be troublesome, to say the least. They have issues with their transfers sometimes. So before you buy a Raro video Blu-ray, read the reviews. Sometimes they'll surprise you. I just want to watch this movie. It's so good. And now, going from one of the greatest Italian directors of all time to Rob Zombie. He's everyone's favorite. No divisive opinions. I love Lords of Salem. This is a film where I accidentally got a tattoo of the symbol on my arm. My bad. Didn't know that happened. So yeah, I'm a super fan of this one. I think if Rob Zombie never makes another good film, then I think that'll be okay because he made Lords of Salem. It's just really good, suffocating and creepy and over the top. Totally over the top, as he always does. But with the best performance from his wife, good old Sherry Moon Zombie, who no one has a problem with. Everyone loves her. In everything she does. Everything she does. Okay, next up is a Spanish horror classic called The Lorelei's Grasp from good old Armando de Osorio, who did the Tombs of the Blind Dead movies. This is so fun. It's silly. It's totally taking itself very seriously, I think. It's just a great monster movie. Really, really fun to put on. The English dub is great. English dub was a lot of laughs. You'll really have fun with that too. And it's got the lovely Helga Line. She, I think, is the most beautiful she ever was in this film. Helga Line will steal your heart and rip it out. A lot of love for the Lost Boys in this house. My wife and I are huge fans of this film. It just holds up with multiple viewings. It is the most 80s thing you've ever seen. It's just super intense, wonderful. About the only thing missing from this movie is a shopping mall. Nothing to say about it other than, wow. David Lynch sneaking into this video. I am a fan of good old David Lynch, and Lost Highway is a film that creeps me out, and it's just creepy and strange like everything he does is. And yeah, don't know what to say about it. Chances are someone's made a 6-hour analysis video of this movie. I don't need to talk about it. Little Lurking Fear coming at you. It's an H.P. Lovecraft film adaptation. Thank God he didn't direct it because he's dead. The old racist is dead. But we got Jeffrey Combs in this, and of course, Ashley Lawrence, I believe that is her name, from Hellraiser, is in this. Just a fun little romp. It's like explosions and gothic and some monsters. It's just super fun. Good old Full Moon. What a label. What a label. A recent addition to our Valentine's Day viewing is Lover's Lane, a film I don't exactly recommend. It's clunky and very bad, but entertaining as hell, in a so bad it's good kind of a way. Anna Faris is in this, and she's extremely young, and she hadn't picked up her Anna Faris-isms yet, so she's almost not like herself, like how she is in every movie. If you've seen Anna Faris in anything, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That being said, it's just a fun, I Know What You Did Last Summer ripoff. I like it. Now, one of my favorites of all time, which is funny because it's a very new movie to have snuck in to my favorites of all time, and yet, here it is. This is Luz, L-U-Z, from 2018. I mentioned 2018 because there's another movie called Luz. It's like Luz, Flower of Evil or something like that. I have not gotten to that one yet because I'm still recovering from this Luz. And it's not a loser, it's a win. Don't look this up if you haven't seen it before. Don't read anything about it. Go into it completely cold and just enjoy it. It's retro without being lame, and it's strange as hell. Pretentious, yes. No bones about it. This is a pretentious movie. But I absolutely adore it. Give it a watch. And it has a magic soundtrack. The soundtrack is incredible, and of course, I have that as well. It's just super fun. I know I don't go into my meager record collection on this channel ever, but I do have some wonderful horror soundtracks, and I'm more than happy to show off my swirly, what is this? Melted strawberry popsicle and vanilla ice cream. I don't know what this is, but yeah. That is the end of the L's. We've done it, which means it's time for a box set special. Let's do this. I'm going to do something different and talk about a homemade box set. Does everybody do this, where you make your own box set? I hope you do this. Over the years, my good friend Brad has sent me many horror films. Unfortunately, didn't have cases. Instead of sitting in a spindle, just shut away from the world, I made a little box set. I themed this one. This is called The Slash on the Night. And this is a bunch of slasher movies packed into what's supposed to hold like 8 movies, but there's like 12 movies in here. So I'm not going to open it because the movies will go flying all over the place. Humongous, a movie that was impossible to tell what was going on before the DVD came out. Just Before Dawn. I know a lot of people are fans of Just Before Dawn. I don't love Just Before Dawn, but I do enjoy it. I think it's a beautifully made film. Splatter University, not beautifully made, ridiculous. Sweet 16, which I can't wait to rewatch. I haven't seen that in years. Very unusual film. The Majorettes, also unusual. Just watch that one, but also don't look it up. Just watch it. Doom Asylum, which I have been saving for years. My buddy Scott sent me that, and I haven't watched it because I have yet to hear anyone praise it ever. The Mutilator, wonderful when you need your fall break. Don't Go in the Woods Alone, which I have eventually got on Blu-ray up there. Big fan of that mess. The Forest is okay. Don't really love The Forest. Return to Horror High. Yeah. Twisted Nightmare. I have no idea what that is. Is that the movie where the guy's killing people with a shotgun? But yeah, that's my Slash in the Night box set. Pick yours up today. You can. Folks, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm referencing Dark Corners here. If you know, you know. Have a wonderful day, evening, nighttime, but also morning.